right, welcome back everybody. It is August 2021 for my second section hike of 2021. We are back in Dalton, Massachusetts, where I left off in May. Been a long 2 days getting here, long drive yesterday from Kentucky. Did in the car for almost 8 hours yesterday, almost 8 hours today. It has done nothing but pour down rain all day, so quick glance, I'm hoping that the trail is not going to look like this the whole time. But I got to cross it to get to the, there we go. Looking forward to another great hike. We're going to catch Mount Greylock tomorrow, and then we have we'll hit the Vermont line on day 3. And so the goal is to just finish off Massachusetts and get as far as we can in Vermont for hopefully a total of about 137 miles. Hopefully all the rain and the mud doesn't slow us down, because I hope these steps are not slick. Vermont is normally known as Vermud. The green tunnel, the tree canopy, doesn't allow for all this rain to dry. Keeps it muddy the entire time. And yes, that's me breathing heavy as I go up. So looking forward to a great 137 miles. We are trying to get to a city this afternoon. Got a late start. It's we started at 5:30, and we've got about 7.5 miles to get to a city park where they allow hikers to come in and camp for the night. So I'll catch up with you as soon as I can. Here's to a great hike. All right, not sure how this is going to come out, but still day 1. I'm just going to make a quick video. So haven't done any night hiking in a long time, but with a long driving day, and then we had a shuttle. That took another couple of plus hours. Pardon me while I trip and fall. It's hard to see on the roots here. But doing a little night hiking. Still got about a mile to go to get to Cheshire. So it's absolutely pitch dark. And trying to find the trail is a whole lot of fun. So it's this way. Okay. So once again, don't know what I've been showing you, but I can see with my light on high, I can see about 6 to 10 feet out in front of me. And then every now and then I can lift it up and see 30 to 50. But trying to not trip on anything. Just get to camp. So it is day 2, and we were just happened to be walking down the middle of town, and we've got to climb that tomorrow morning. And actually we needed to climb it today and halfway up it, but there was concerns of where we were hoping to stay had a massive fire on that mountainside, and so the tent platforms that we would be staying on were destroyed, and it's a swampy area, and so our day is pretty close to an end, and the next shelter is a long ways away. So we just happened to catch the right people at the right time, and so they just refilled for AT hikers, and you got waters and cokes in here. And look at this: Jello, pudding, Nature Valley bars, crackers, apples, oranges, more crackers, more water. Oops, I'm sorry, I wasn't even showing you. Plenty of food, and then 4 gallons of water, and there's a place for the garbage. So awesome trail angels in the city. Great place. Okay, so we just came down off of Mount Greylock, and as I mentioned earlier, we were in between 2 towns. We're in between, I think it's Williamstown and I apologize, I can't remember the other one. I'll put it in the bottom. But ran into a couple of local individuals that mentioned earlier that they had some trail magic, and I showed you the video for that. And then they've also allowed us to sleep in their backyard. So Scott and I are set up, only for the fact, once again, is that the next place for us to sleep is been destroyed by fire. So to keep our day at a reasonable amount of miles and not go up and over the next mountain and get in late, we're gonna stay here in this backyard. All right, it is Sunday morning, day 4, and I haven't filmed much because the trail has continued to look like, oh my gosh, like this. Yeah, just deep, thick mud. That was my shoe you heard squishing out of the mud. I mean, just very so often you try to go around as much as you can, try to keep some of the weight of that mud off, but every now and then, like that one back there, there's just no hope. But anyhow, I am, myself and Pinball were hopping off the trail for a short period of time today, hopefully to be back on tomorrow. Depends. Hurricane Henry, I think it's pronounced, is getting ready to hit this area about 1 o'clock, it looks like. And strong winds, downpour rain. Don't necessarily mind the downpour rain. It's just the wind can make for falling trees, and which also can mean we'd have blowdowns we got to hop over the next few days, but falling branches. So we're going to have a shuttle driver meet us, and then he's going to take us in to town. We'll stay there for a day and see how that plays out. But just wanted to give you an update. And the only thing I've thought of is, okay, they're talking maybe 4 to 6 inches of rain. Can't wait to see how muddy the trail is then. As I mentioned in my first video, Vermont is referred to as Vermud. I don't know if it's lack of funding, but you've got 2 major trails. You've got the Appalachian Trail, and you got the oldest trail in the United States called the Long Trail. They run together for about 100 miles, but yet there's very little maintenance here. So not sure of the reasoning. So there's tons of people out here, and we'll see how today goes. Okay, so just a quick view from our motel. We're currently in Bennington, Vermont. We pulled off the trail while the hurricane comes through. Different projections we've seen of wind, and then also the amount of rain. It's not necessarily the rain, but as I may have mentioned earlier in the video, that the wind speed could create some havoc up on the mountainside or the hillsides, depending on where we're at, and depending on how it comes through. We could have tree limbs and trees fall while we're hiking or while we're tenting. So wanted to pull off, give it just a little bit, see what the weather forecast says tomorrow, and just play it hour by hour at the moment. But the good thing is the pool is open. It says on the when you come into the place, it says the pool is open. Nobody's currently using it, but pouring rain at the moment. But it should be a good day. Hold up in a hotel room for a little bit. Okay, so I am currently heading to the top of Bromley Mountain, and the great part about this is I'm currently hiking down the middle of a ski run. So the chairlift is at the top. Should see that, and for what I recall, this should be a ski run. We'll see. I've seen sun and I've seen rain. I've seen muddy days that I thought would never end. Take two. On top of Stratton Mountain. Made it to the top of the fire tower. You can see 360-degree views. There's Stratton Pond over off in that direction. And there's just enough of a haze that I can't tell you. And I'm sorry, I don't know my geography that well. I know you can see Mount Greylock from up here. I know you can see parts of the mountains in New Hampshire from up here. I just don't know my direction at the current moment. But great 360-degree view, ski slope. Off in the distance that I can't get my camera to focus in on. It's too far. All right, time to make it down. All right, so on this portion of the path, you can look and listen at the same time. This is the path with pretty much the creek, the rain, everything running right down the middle. Oh, and that was me finding half of the creek. All right, I'll film before I fall in it, or I'll quit filming. One last thing I want to add to this video. So, long distance hiking is it's hard on the body. One day the left ankle may hurt just a little bit, but you can still put in a good mileage day. However, the next day your back could be hurting a bunch, and you put in a low mileage day. No matter what, you just want to keep putting your foot one in front of the other, and just keep making progress to your end goal. One foot in front of the other, and it's the same way with life. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Take it day by day and just enjoy life and keep moving forward. So just hit the 500-mile mark to Katahdin. That is absolutely amazing. Exciting, amazing, and everything in between. I love it. All right, one more shot. Just wanted to show you. This just keeps, and I can't begin to tell you how much. I don't know distance on this particular, but this part is absolutely just straight up. Hey guys, thanks for joining me again for another great section hike. This was my August 2021 section hike, another 137 miles in the books. We had some great milestones hit. We hit the 1,600 miles traveled from Springer Mountain, and then you also saw the 1,700 miles traveled from Springer Mountain. That is amazing. That is awesome. In addition to that, we started the countdown clock this time. Saw the sign 500 miles to Mount Katahdin. I've got less than 500 miles to go. That is amazing. Can't wait to get back out here in May. For those who recall or seen in the past on some of my prior videos, I had a right knee issue with my kneecap popping out of place. I've got surgery coming up on that. After 450 miles finally, I'm finally getting that taken care of. So hopefully it'll be strong and ready to go. We knocked off Massachusetts this hike. We did 100 approximately of the 155 in Vermont, and looking forward to knocking that one off the list next hike in May. So another great hike. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in May.